it's not an isolated problem in our major cities that you always hear about it, but it's throughout all of America, in the lesser known cities, in the big states, in the small states, in the red states, in the blue states. It's everywhere. So in this docu-series, we'll be talking with homeless people, and we'll also be speaking with the former homeless coordinator of Hattiesburg, Kim Townsend, who was gracious enough to give me some of her time, and talk about things that homeless people are going through, things that can help them, things that have helped them. My aim here is to spread humanity and love and to show that each person has a story. And so I ask that as you watch these next few videos that I put out, you lead with open hearts and open minds and not be judging, because each of us could be in these situations. I look forward to putting out this next couple of videos for you guys, and I hope that you guys enjoy it. And if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. It means a lot to me. I appreciate y'all all for being here. And let's get into the second video, in which we'll be talking to Cricket, a homeless lady from Louisiana who ended up here in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Hope y'all enjoy. Hattiesburg, Mississippi, and this is one of the most heavily populated areas when it comes to homeless people. They'll be driving down here on their bicycles or whatnot, and I'm just trying to get a feel of the area, show y'all what it's like around here, and you know, bring awareness to the homelessness here in Hattiesburg. I want to try to get a couple interviews with people and try to, you know, gauge how homelessness has started and become a problem around here. Yeah. So we'll see how it goes from here. Alright guys, I just went into the camp and was able to talk with Cricket. She is there, she woke up, and her man's Tevin, and I'm gonna go up there and get an interview right now.
Well, I prayed about it,
Yeah.
I said, God, even if it is out of something crazy, I said, please just let something good come out of it, and let it, you know, let it not end up the way that, you know, out of any ill intent.
I promise you, like, with my entire heart,
Yeah.
I have no ill intentions, nothing. Like, you can, I hope y'all can see that from me.
Yeah.
I try to be an open book. That's what I am in life. I'm not, like I said the other day, I'm not really religious. I'm more spiritual.
Yeah.
I believe every human is worth something in my world.
They are.
Yeah. It's cool to sit on that seat.
Well, you know, God has a hand in everything. Everything that happens from day-to-day basis, it all comes about to Jesus one way or the other, you know?
Yeah.
Or your higher power.
Yeah.
What I should say, because not everybody believes in Jesus. Whoever your higher power is, it all wraps around him eventually, you know?
I think Jesus is like I said, I'm not religious, but I think Jesus is the coolest religious symbol out there. Because he was literally like, before Jesus it was God, and God was like punishing, and then Jesus came around and he was like kind of like the lawyer. He was like, yo, let's give everyone a chance.
He died.
Like, you don't have to be like from a certain land or whatever.
And I was thinking to myself, well, you know, who's to say that he doesn't come down here and do that to us?
Yeah.
Who's to say he doesn't take form of for you, perhaps? You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I've been struggling, you know, spiritually and all that. And who's to say that, you know, somewhere for him? Not saying that you are.
No. Kendrick Lamar,
Yeah.
Another rapper that I really love, he has a song called "How Much a Dollar Costs," and he was in South Africa, and he was at this gas station, and the homeless man asked him for $1. And he was like, he was in a mind state where he's like, man, I don't owe you $1 type shit, you know, like, whatever. But then the homeless man ended up being God. And it was like, how much $1 really costs? Like, I asked you for $1 and you couldn't.
Yes, you know, there's a book in the Bible, there's a story in the Bible about that too.
Yeah.
Where God went into the woods and looked cloaked as an old woman, and he asked somebody to feed him. He come up on a traveler, and he was mean and ugly, and he said, I don't have no food for you, you know.
Yeah.
He cast him away, and then he come up on some more people, and it was a man and a son, I think, and he asked him to feed, and he didn't have he had little, like very little, and the first guy was rich.
Yeah.
And the guy ended up splitting everything that he had with the old lady.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be God. You know, he blessed that man, and it says in the Bible that says you do for people on earth means you're doing it for him.
Yeah.
So you're out here helping the homeless, and you're really helping God.
Yeah.
Is what he's saying. So I mean, he blessed that man with all the riches that he could, ever have. He never went hungry. He never went, again.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's stuff like that happens, and I'm blessed because I always give. Tiffany gets so mad sometimes at me, but I'll help somebody out in a heartbeat rather than to, have it myself. Even if it's my last little bit, I'm going to share. I'm going to, whatever.
What I found very, like, jarring about coming here to Mississippi is, like, you can't drive 3 minutes down the road without seeing a church,
Yes,
but there's still people living like this out here. You figured, like, most churches, like, I'm talking about the high-end churches where
Yes.
people are literally, like,
for show.
like,
It's just
yeah, it's all for show. But where's that tithe money going? Why is the pastor driving
damn Bentley
Escalade or
yeah.
whenever
there's
there's people in this community that could use a warm meal, or you, instead of spending $80,000 on a vehicle, spend $5,000 on a used vehicle and put 75 into building
housing,
some huts or housing or whatever. Like, even small huts would make a change.
Like the impound. When I first came here,
Uh-huh.
there's a spot in town
Called the impound?
No, we call it the impound.
Oh, okay.
And it's behind Enterprise on Broadway.
Okay.
It's a fenced-in area, but there's about 12 cottages.
Yeah.
Okay, there's two apartments to each cottage.
Yeah.
And it's a fence all around, wooden fence. Can't see in it.
Yeah.
Can't get. We took it over.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. By the end of it, we had guards at the damn front gates.
Yeah.
Kinda
No one
crap.
was living there. It was just
No,
kinda
it was
empty?
abandoned.
Oh wow.
And all the homeless people from that side of town lived there, and we didn't have no law person other than the people that they looked at for leadership, which was a couple of us, and everybody did what they wanted to do. Nobody stole from each other. There was really no crime, nothing like that. But we were open and we were able to do, pretty much. We respected each other's boundaries, so there was no problems.
Yeah.
And as soon as word got out, but we was like there for a year.
Really?
Yes, almost a year, and that was we was talking about it the other day. That was the best time we ever had in our life. People were talking about outside of it after we got raided.
Yeah.
That they said, "Oh my God, I heard that y'all was even having sex in the open and stuff." It's everybody. I said,
Yeah.
"No, we wasn't doing
Stories
that."
got out. Yeah. It was
I
just
said,
embellished.
and they said y'all did drugs and y'all did whatever you wanted. Y'all had. I said, "Nah." I said, "We just respected each other's boundaries."
Yeah.
I said, "If this person smoked crack, the person that does meth over here ain't supposed to go fuck." You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We left everybody alone. Everybody did their own thing, and we respected each other.
Well, I'm in the camp that's like, if say they decriminalized all drugs.
They did in Colorado.
I think there'd be less people doing drugs if drugs were decriminalized, because there'd be more safe places for people to go to want to get off of them. Like, if they wanted to get off the drugs, they wouldn't feel as ashamed coming out and telling people, "Hey, I'm struggling with this. I want to get off of this," or whatever.
Yeah, that's a good thing. But here in Mississippi, baby, Colorado is open state like that.
Yeah.
It's very free and
Same
very
with
open.
Oregon.
Yes, but people from Mississippi are hardcore. What you call white collar.
Yeah.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with my kid, and he's over here trying to kill himself, and the dad saying, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with him. He's fine."
Yeah.
It's all
Pull yourself up by your bootstraps.
Yeah, it's all what people think about you. Appearance is everything down
Yeah.
here, and it's like that still.
Yeah.
And if you go to certain areas, you can see it plain as day. The kid's struggling, and the dad and the mom's ignoring it, acting like there's nothing wrong with it.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, like, I know a family here in Hattiesburg. It's someone that is I don't want to, like, say names or whatever in case this pisses out, but it's a gay kid, and he's living with very strict Christian parents, and they have grounded him for being gay. Took away his stuff. Don't let him do whatever.
Well, that's the guy's religion,
Yeah.
So you got to understand where his parents are coming from. My daughter is actually gay.
Yeah.
Well, she's bisexual.
Yeah.
Anyway, her fiance died, so she just got another girlfriend. And when she came out to me for the first time, which was a while, like years and years ago, she was about, I don't know, 9.
Yeah.
She knew she was, she knew she liked girls, and I knew she did too, because she had this one girl she called, and we called her KK.
Yeah.
And she was awesome, and they were best friends, and they talked every day, all day on the phone, and how they talked to each other. They would even feed each other through the phone.
Yeah.
They eat at the same time, and hey, baby, like, just cute stuff like that. I'm like, oh, that's so sweet. And I knew, I'm because myself, I was curious one time too.
Yeah.
Still do sometimes. It just depends on the person. But she was like, Mama, I need to tell you something. And I was really upset because she was so emotional and she was like terrified. And I was like, man, what is it, baby? What'd you do? I said, whatever it is, it's okay. Well, just tell me. I got you.
Work it out.
Yeah, I said, we'll figure it out. Just don't worry about it, baby. Just tell me what's wrong. And she said, I'm gay. I said, oh, and I grabbed her and I was holding her. I said, it's okay, I love you.
Yeah.
I said, you're okay. I said, I love you anyway. You're my everything. She said, you're not mad at me. You don't, she said, I was scared. I said, why are you scared? She said, because I didn't want you to be mad at me. I said, I would never be mad at you, baby. You're my baby. I said, it's okay. I said, but you know what? I said, I am going to tell you this, though, okay? I said, but this is between you and Jesus. I said, it's not, because, I'm religious.
Yeah.
And I said, I can't tell you other than the fact that you're going to have to talk to God about this one day, baby. I said, this is your burden you're going to have to bear with him.
Yeah.
I said, and then you really think hard about this because one day he's going to come and ask you, okay, Nivea, I told you this was wrong. Why did you do this?
Yeah.
And it's up to you to be able to give him a straight answer. I said, don't think you're going to fool God because, the last person that lied to him got turned to stone,
Yeah.
And she's just looking at me, I said, yeah, so be careful. I said, and be sure that's what you want to do.
Yeah.
She thought about it, and, they never had sex or nothing like that. Because her parents was so, like you was talking about with this kid, hardcore about it. But, it's a struggle for some people. And religion, it makes it hard. And parents, they're just terrified for
Some
it.
of them navigate it wrong.
Yes,
how you
you're
did,
right.
that's your religion, you follow it, and you still loved and accepted your
Yeah,
child.
because it says in the
but
Bible,
told
love
them,
hate the sinner, not the hate the sin, not the sinner.
Exactly, there you
So-
go. And that's what a lot of people are misconstrued about around here, especially here in the South in the Bible Belt. Is
Well, we were one of the only states, or one of the last states around here to let go of the slavery and stuff too. Because we're such assholes.
Yeah.
I'm from Mississippi, so well, kind of sort of from Mississippi, in between Louisiana and Mississippi, and slavery was one of the last things that we were one of the last states too. We're assholes. That's all there is to it.
And there's still people that hang
Selfish
Confederate flags as if that literally was an army fighting for slavery, to keep slavery around.
Well, see these days, like we were talking about the other day, it's not even about racism anymore.
No, it's
about
class
money.
and
Yes, if you got
capitalism.
money, yes, it doesn't matter. It ain't even about color anymore.
But you can't even come up hardly from before they sold the American dream, where you could come up from nothing and become rich. You cannot do that in the late stage capitalism that we're in now, because the rich cut out the middleman.
Before it even gets there.
Yeah, that's why if you go to downtown here or downtown in any Lumberton, any small those used to have little
Lumberton,
businesses.
or actually Hillsdale.
Yeah.
Okay, you know where I'm talking about. They are real big on the KKK still.
What? I heard there's in Baxterville, there's a freaking church there that's like a KKK church.
It's actually a cult is what we call it.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fucked up. Like, why?
My mama lived right next door to it.
Really?
Yeah, in a trailer, and then she stayed there for a while, and then the people that she rented from, I guess, went to that church, and they were part of the whatever.
Yeah.
And they seen my husband. My husband at the time, he was black also.
Yeah.
So as soon as they seen him over there, they jacked the fucking prices up on the trailer and was trying to push my mom out after she done paid. Yeah, after she done paid in like $10,000. She was renting to own this trailer now. And it's just been crazy. But being in a interracial relationship, we struggle with that also because people don't want to see black and whites together.
We need to end the stigma in the world, is what I think, and just see humans as humans. It don't matter what you are. It don't matter if you're black, white, gay,
Purple,
straight.
Green, yeah, Chinese.
Whenever I was living in Dallas, Fort Worth, I would paint my nails. I would put face paint on and just like put random shit in my hair, put my hair in pigtails, because I like breaking the fucking normal status quo of things. I like people being like, damn, what the fuck is he doing, or whatever.
Yeah.
But here I'm a little bit more scared to do it because some people are more heavy to they could come beat my ass or something.
No, I don't think they would beat your ass
so
much, but you would catch hell from it.
Yeah.
Probably social media if you were on social media.
I don't have social media. The only thing I have is YouTube.
I had Facebook pages out the ass, like hundreds of them, because I can't remember my damn passwords 90% of the time. But I don't get on them.
Yeah.
Other than going on his messenger to go talk to my daughter and my mom, I don't have that stuff no more. I quit using it. I haven't watched TV in like 7 years.
Hell yeah. Honestly, it's good though. That shit's brainwashing.
It can be, but it also could be
comforting.
No, knowledgeable.
Yeah, depending on the channel you're watching.
Yeah, because I used to like the Discovery Channel and stuff like that.
Yeah.
History and stuff. I'm real big on, I don't know if angel numbers. Have you ever heard of those?
No, but like 444.
You have your phone? Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Not really 444, but what's your favorite number?
Shit.
Just off the top of your head, favorite number.
23 just came to my head.
23. Okay, get your phone. You got your phone?
Yeah.
Okay, go to angel number 23 online and see what, and it'll tell you pretty much who you are as a person. And it's popped in your head, so it's got to be it.
Divine messages and guidance from higher power.
Okay, keep reading.
This angelic sign encouraged us to take the time to listen for answers, be open-minded, and trust their own intuition. What the fuck? What the fuck?
Okay, well, you want to know mine?
Yeah, what's your number?
8.
8. Angel number 8. Angel number 8 means material wealth, financial abundance, and infinite energy, as a sign that your future goals are well within reach. Inner strength, finding balance in life, and looking within to trust your intuition, believing in yourself and the importance of positive thoughts, beliefs, and an end to negativity. Hell yeah.
Sounds pretty dead on.
Yeah, I mean, you were literally talking about patenting that thing last, like, you're
my mind goes, I have plans.
You're thinking in the future versus being just stuck in the moment. I mean, the moment's good too, but you're always one step ahead.
It has to be. Out here. And then my little girl's daddy had a lot to do with that too, because I got pregnant with my daughter when I was 15 and he was 31. He just got out of prison.
Word. Yeah,
and I always been a, stickler for the bad boys, is what I say.
You were 15 and he was 31 at the time?
Yeah.
Damn.
But see, I was not the typical 16-year-old. I was taking care of my mother, her parents. I was not your average 15-year-old child.
I've been living on my own since 15. So
yeah,
I feel you.
Even the police officers that were investigating it, when we got questioned about it back then, they was like, well, we didn't even know she was that young. She smoked cigarettes in front of us all the time. She does this and this. We didn't even think she was that young. I was like, no, because I'm not that young. Really, in my mind, I'm a lot more, mature than that. So I mean, it was a big ordeal back then too. They even made me stop going to school. I couldn't finish school because of it.
Really?
And I'm a very educated woman. Like, I'm smart as all get out.
Yeah.
But I don't have a lick of it on paper.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, it's just a paper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I could tell you how to make antibiotics out of damn herbs out here.
Really?
Yeah. It's nothing. I mean, I can make a tea for if you got a cold, to help, I don't know, up your immune system, I guess is what I call it. And then I can help with antibiotics if you got like a bad cut, like you hurt yourself. I could make a paste to pack it to make it where it won't, get infected, cause gangrene, anything like that.
Fuck yeah, that's what you need out here too. You got them.
Yeah,
you got them smart.
And I can adapt and go live in town if I have to.
Yeah. And
I'm smart enough to be able to coexist in society to where I'm not looking like a dumbass,
Yeah.
But I'm not. My highest level of education is the 9th grade.
Really? Yeah, my mom's was the 8th grade.
Yeah, so I mean, it ain't too bad. But I'm always looking for an answer.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what you want to call it. I'm eager to learn. It's something new because you never know when it's going to come in handy.
Yeah.
I mean, I can power 4 abandoned houses off of a train battery. Bandos, I can power it. I can set the electricity up myself. I can do all of that by myself.
What the fuck? See, I don't know how to do that shit.
I learned that in Colorado.
Really?
Yes.
How long did you live in Colorado for?
A year and a half, but I met the best people up there that taught me a lot.
What brought you there?
I was having problems in my marriage. I've been in a relationship with my little girl's stepdaddy for the past, we separated about it. We've been on and off for about last year, but we've been separated. I mean, we were separated for about the last year, but we were together for 13 years before that, and he raised her since she was like 3 years old. So, we don't talk anymore or have anything to do with each other, but he was my best friend in school and all kind of other stuff, and he helped me out when my little girl's daddy was getting out of prison, and he was very, head spin on not letting me go.
Yeah.
So he helped me get off drugs the first time, and I was clean for 10 years. 10 years I was clean.
That's fucking...
Not even one, other than weed, I didn't do nothing.
If you don't mind me asking, what is your drug of choice?
Crystal meth.
Crystal meth? Okay.
Yeah. But as sorry. Come here, come here, Mama B. Mama B, come on.
Like I said, no judgment or anything. I used to do Xanax,
No, I'm not ashamed of it.
oxycodone.
I mean, I'm really not. Like I said the other day, I'm not gonna say that I'm clean because I'm not.
Yeah.
By no means. There's days where I just have bad days, and with me being schizophrenic, honestly, it mimics the fact that I look high anyway. And people don't realize that. If you read the symptoms, they even tell you in the textbook that it looks like you're high.
Yeah.
But I won't be. I'll just be manic.
Yeah.
And
Because I've looked up shit about myself before, and I've gotten bipolar 1 or 2, and then schizophrenic, shit like that. So, and people have literally came up to me and said like, yo, you high and shit before too. So I can empathize with that shit.
The people that are in touch with their emotions and that feel a lot deeper than other people like me, and I'm a Gemini. I don't know if that makes sense or not.
Okay, Gemini is.
They're the
that's right. That's
twins,
June, right?
the twins.
Okay.
Yeah, so I already have different personalities.
Hey.
So imagine my 2 different personalities naturally having different personalities.
Hey, Kanye is a Gemini too. So like he literally fucking talks about this shit, and they try to label him bipolar and shit too, and he's like, nah, that's my superpower.
That's my bipolar shit, nigga. What? That's my superpower, nigga. Ain't no disability.
Yeah,
that's my superpower.
I call it. I'm Wonder Woman. Is what I call it.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I nicknamed her Lolita.
Lolita.
Because she's fucking crazy. But yeah, she's a character.
Yeah.
And if she don't like you, you gonna know.
Do you find that the meth like helps?
Yes.
That? Okay.
That's what I was gonna say. People are prescribed Adderall and
For
Vyvanse.
schizophrenia?
No.
Just
for
in general.
ADHD.
Yeah, I had Vyvanse too, and that's
Okay.
just like meth.
Yes.
I
Okay.
swear.
Well, people that don't have ADHD, they get energy from it. They act like they're on meth.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. People that need it calm down and focus better.
Yeah.
Okay. For me, it calms me down and it makes me focus. I'm not ADHD though.
Yeah.
Okay. Never been diagnosed. I'm dyslexic like a motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I have different ways that I learn, but it's not like I'm slow. I just have to see hands-on what somebody needs me to do instead of going and reading it out of a damn instruction manual. Okay, an instruction manual is gonna look like gibberish to me.
That's kind of me too.
But if you show me hands-on, okay, this is how you do this. And I changed the alternator by myself by watching YouTube.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
So if I could do that, that tells you I'm not slow. I love the older model cars because my daddy used to race down in Barnado, I think it's called, right there between Columbia and Prentice. Not Columbia and Prentice, Bogalusa and Columbia. There's a strip down through there. They used to race all the time back when I was younger. And he used to work on his cars, and he couldn't read or write. He didn't even know what his name was on the side of his work van, and he owned his own painting company. But when it comes to math and working on vehicles or anything with a motor, that man was a genius.
He was with it.
Like Mad Hatter smart.
Hell yeah.
And his favorite car was the Mustang 64, 65 model fastback. Mine was the El Camino.
Okay.
I don't know why, but he's like, why you like that, dang it? Because I always like trucks.
That's the one that's like half car, half truck,
Yes,
right?
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I always like trucks.
Yeah.
And then, but I figured that if I had the El Camino, I could race and I could haul stuff if I needed to.
Hell yeah.
So, and shoot, that's all you needed.
Yeah.
He's like, why you like that, girl? He said, that thing's ugly. He said, y'all just go with a little truck. His thing was a Chevy or Ford.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, Daddy, I don't want that. I said, I want the El Camino. I said, cause hell, I need to go take my daughter to the doctor's appointment in a car, or have some, or I didn't want to say I was gonna race because his daughter.
Yeah.
But I said, then I can haul stuff if I need to.
There you go.
He fell out laughing. But I was a daddy's girl too, and he was very mean when he got on his pills and stuff. He was a pill person in our family. And my mama, she worked all the time, and she bless her heart. She had to raise 3 kids by herself financially, pretty much. So she worked 3 jobs sometimes, and she barely got any rest. So she wasn't really home a lot. So we didn't get all the, the housebreaking that we needed, is what I call it. Because I'm not housebreaking anymore neither. So we always had a mountain of dirty clothes because she never had time to wash clothes.
Yeah.
So it was all the time just having to get new, just buy new stuff because the stuff would be molded by the time she got to it.
Yeah.
I'm like that now with clothes too. I'm a hoarder when it comes to clothes, and I don't mean to be. But I'm just so scared I'm gonna get caught without some, and I have to have decent clothes.
Anytime you can get some, try to get your hands on some.
Yeah, and I will hoard clothes in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
But a lot of homeless people do that too. You'll find mountain clothes everywhere, and it's because we don't want to look like homeless people when we go out in public.
Yeah.
Because they treat you like homeless people.
Yeah.
Okay, if you look like a homeless person, they're gonna treat you like a homeless person. They're not gonna give you opportunities to to go work at a job if they know that you're out on the streets every night and you're homeless, because they think of bum, okay, lazy, no good bum.
Yeah.
That's what they think when they see homeless people. They don't think, okay, that's a less fortunate person that's just having hard times, hardship.
Yeah.
They label you as a drug addict, as a lazy bum, somebody who does not worth the time of day.
Yeah.
That's what homeless people are labeled as of right now.
Yeah.
Hopefully, when this is over with, people will see that it's not the case all the time.
It's not. It's more deeper than just that person's lazy and a bum.
I'm not lazy at all.
No, exactly.
I got
it's systematic things. Like you said, that methamphetamine works as if Adderall or Vyvanse would for you, but you don't have insurance to get, prescribed. You go to the doctor and they are pretty much scientists we're guinea pigs, okay? Yeah.
Pretty
Human
much.
race, yeah.
They're going to give you and switch up your medicines until they find something that works for you.
Yeah.
They're not going to give you what you want and what you're telling them that you need, because they're doctors and they work for the big pharma.
Yeah.
Pharma, whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And so they're thinking about cost of money. All the medicines that used to work back in the day for us when we were children for sickness and stuff, they have wiped out completely. Like, they're even stopping giving out steroid shots. For people that are sick, you get steroid shot to boost the medicine. They're not giving those out hardly anymore, if you notice.
Why?
Because it works. We're overpopulated.
You know what? You're right.
In this week, we learned about cricket and her life a bit. Next week, this interview continues, and we will find out more about what it's like living on the streets as a woman in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Thanks for watching part 2, and come back next week for part 3.